Bonjour, fragrance lover, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm reacting to the most hated perfume of 2019. So before you watch this video, please subscribe to my channel as usual, follow me on Instagram, give me a little comment or like, whatever, blah blah blah. Feel free to share your thoughts and thank you again for everything. So this idea has been given by one of my subscribers and I thought that was a good idea because I've done the Fragrantica Awards of the best unisex, feminine and masculine fragrance. So I thought that was quite a good idea to talk about the most hated perfume. Of course, it's not to like share like negativity in the fragrance community, not at all. I mean, I just want to react to it and always remember that it's okay to wear a fragrance that other people don't like. I mean, for me, like I wear fragrance for the first thing is for myself. I do really enjoy it myself, so if one of my favorite fragrances might be on this list, what can you do? That's alright, you know, like as long as you love this fragrance, I mean, it's okay, like we have different taste and that's why it's so beautiful. Yeah, I was very curious, so I had a little sneaky look before, but I didn't check the list exactly because I didn't want to be spoiled by it and I wanted to give you my reaction. So yes, let's get it started. I hate this perfume. Okay. So the first position and the winner of I hate this perfume is 1 million Paco Rabanne. So, I have to say I'm pretty surprised because I really thought this fragrance was loved by everyone. I know it was quite controversial, but I really thought it was one of the bestsellers, I think it is, and that it was really loved by everyone. Honestly, if I answer to you, this is I mean, it's not for me, if I can say. I think I mean a bit. I never had any fragrance from Paco Rabanne, and I don't think I will have it. So, but maybe one day. But I don't. I think I've been a bit traumatized by the fashion just because I remember when I was in school, we were working around perfume and stuff, and we had art, and our art class was about perfumery, and one day they asked me to talk about Paco Rabanne fragrances, and I've done this mood board with the fashion and the inspiration of the brand, and it's not me at all. It doesn't look like me, so when I'm not inspired by the brand, I don't want to wear the fragrance. I don't know if this is the same for you. Tell me in the comments maybe, but for me, like if the brand doesn't reflect my personality and I don't feel any like type of connection, it's like a no-no. But lots of people wear this fragrance and are happy with it, I guess. You've got one of a great perfumer that is Olivier Pecheux that is doing it, so it's not for me, but found this fragrance too glittery. Usually I really enjoy like a cinnamon type of fragrance, but I thought this one is really attacking me and very like sharp, and it's like the scent is like going to your face directly, and I always thought it was really too much. Like it's not my type of fragrance. I don't think it's that really elegant. I find it overall a bit too sweet, too harsh, too much. The second one is La Vie est Belle from Lancôme. I know again this one is one of the bestsellers, like people love it, so I don't know what he's doing here, but I guess Fragrantica is more like people I think the people that are vertic are people that knows a bit about fragrance, and I don't think when you know a lot about fragrance, this one is really appreciated. I'm not too sure, like I don't want to say things like that. It's really like a pear fragrance, but you really, it's a bouquet of flower as well, but extremely sweet, and it's too much again. Like when you wear that, it's like you can really smell it, and it's, for me, too sweet, too floral, a bit. I don't think that's really elegant neither. After, it's like my opinion, you know, you could wear it and really like it, but I know that, I remember in France, like when someone would go, at some point it was so popular, everybody was wearing it, and I remember when people used to come in a bus and smelling that, I was like, oh Jesus, she's wearing La Vie est Belle. This is one of the fragrances I can actually know straight away that the other person is wearing it, because the DNA is so strong. Like, it's like Paco Rabanne basically. You can't make any mistake. You know when someone is wearing a Paco Rabanne or something like that. But yeah, not for me again. The third one is Sauvage from Christian Dior. I mean, I know there's a lot of criticize about like Sauvage. I would say it's a good fragrance. It's a bit too simplistic for me. Like, it's not something I would like as well. But it's alright. I mean, it's alright. It's a good, like, easy fragrance, but it's not for me. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. But I know that a lot of people are all adoring this fragrance or absolutely hating it. So I feel this is the kind of like easy aftershave fragrance, like slightly fougère, not too much of everything. Yeah, it's that typical ambre accent fragrance, but yeah, okay. Fourth one, quite interesting, is Office for Men by Fragrance One. So obviously the brand of Jeremy Fragrance. That I'm not surprised to see here. Not saying that the fragrance is bad at all, because I tried it actually yesterday for the first time, and I've got things to say. And I want to do a little video on it, but to be honest, I was really pleasantly surprised. So I think people are, because I'll explain after, but I think for this one, I'm not surprised to see it here, because Jeremy is someone very controversial, I would say. Like, usually people all hate him or really love him. And I think that is here only because people are judging Jeremy, not the fragrance, because I don't think the fragrance deserves to be here. But you know, after again, it's very subjective. But yeah, I will talk about it in another video, because I'm really happy I've discovered Date and Office, and I really wanted to share my opinion on this. But yeah, like I think this is here because of Jeremy. I mean, I do respect him a lot, and yeah, I think sometimes people can be a bit angry, but yeah, that's why it's funny. And then fifth one is Invictus Paco Rabanne. That again, I'm not surprised to see it here at all, because again, overall, all these fragrances are very like strong. They've got a very extremely strong DNA. So it's or you love it or you hate it, I guess. So you know, I'm not a fan of Invictus too. I always thought he smells like a something very clean shampoo with a lot of marine notes, but I can tell when someone is wearing it, it's too strong. It smells for me like a very fresh deodorant. It's too much for me, but you know, some people can rock it, definitely. Like, it's got a lot of personality. It's not my personality, but it doesn't mean it's voila, it's different fragrance for everyone. Like, I can tell you how many fragrances I have that probably people hate, but it's fine, you know, that's why it's different. But yeah, not surprised to see it here. Oh, Angel Thierry Mugler in 6. Oh, again, that's a fragrance with a very, very strong DNA, so I'm not again surprised to see it here, because, well, I am actually surprised, because I really like it. it's been done by Olivier Cresp, and I think there's some time of the year I absolutely hate it because again you can smell it everywhere and blah blah blah, but you can't deny, and I had a bottle of it like when I was younger. You can't deny that this fragrance has been a revolution in the 90s. Like it's been, everyone was wearing that, and for some reason, because I think Olivier Cresp like encapsulated the 90s. It was very strong, very powerful, that type of honey with a lot of coconut. I mean, for me, like that was such a good fragrance, and it's the kind of fragrance you can't describe it, you have to smell it because there's nothing to be described. But yeah, it's a step between the 80s and the 90s. Like it really makes me think of something like very disco, you know, things like that, but going to the 90s, and I think it's done a pretty big revolution in perfumery. So but I do understand why people don't like it, because again, it's how you love it or you hate it. And then in the other position, you've got Date for Men. Oh, come on, guys. I'm not going to comment even more, but yeah. Décadence by Marc Jacob. I quite like this. I've been a bit bored of it because I could smell it everywhere, but I have to say the bottle is absolutely stunning. I mean, it's cute, come on, it's a little bag. I love Marc Jacob packaging, I think it's the best. I think usually like people don't really like it because it smells very plummy and a lot of like rose, but I find it quite elegant with a bit of iris. I think it depends how you wear it, like you need to not overdose it, because again it's a very strong fragrance, it's got a lot of amber, but I always find it quite sensual. But I'm not surprised, to be honest, because it's always a fragrance that is dividing people. Then there's Black Opium Yves Saint Laurent. Oh, that was something I didn't like. Sorry. And usually I'm a big fan of Yves Saint Laurent fragrance. I love the fragrance, but this I didn't like it. It was too peppery and at the same time almondy, and I don't really know what I'm smelling. I don't know, this fragrance, it was not for me, and I still prefer the Opium Classic. I think it's really elegant, very different as well, it's timeless. Then there's Good Girl Carolina Herrera. That I'm not surprised. Again, this is something that is quite controversial because it's so strong and it's got a little bit of sweetness as well, and the bottle is dividing people. It's just like Paco Rabanne with a golden bar, like it's dividing people. It's not really my type of bottle. I don't think it's that classy, but I don't know, I do think it's not a bad fragrance. There's a lot of chocolate, as I remember, like cacao, and I think it's extremely like sugary, warm, sensual, sexy fragrance, but I don't really mind it. I just think it's not my personality again, but I don't really mind it. But I'm not surprised to see it here again. Lady Minium Privé Paco Rabanne. Oh, this just no. I think he smells very flat. But yeah, I'll tell you my honest opinion. But you know, I just never liked the Lady Million. I think I prefer to smell like the version for male than this. Like. Then we have Sécrétion Magnifique, État libre d'orange. But I mean, this is normal to see it here. This is what I expect. I think it's normal to see it here. I think this fragrance, I mean, I don't know really how you can decently like it. I'm sorry. But I think it was more, the perfume have been created for the experience. I think that's why it's cool with niche fragrance is perfumers feel free to try something. And I think it's more for the science than the smell, really. I don't think you can wear that really easily. Like, I think I remember it smells seaweed and other things that I don't want to say because voila. Yeah. Then there's Aventus Creed, but that is normal, guys. It's normal to be here. I mean, it's a decent fragrance, like, but I don't really enjoy it. It's got that mintiness that I don't really. But I mean, it's overall okay fragrance. It's nice, you know, it's nice, you can't deny it. Objectively it's a nice fragrance, subjectively it's not for me, but it's normal to see it here. During probably 1 year we've been seeing that everywhere on Instagram. It was too much, really too much. So it's normal to see it here, like people are just there of Aventus. Then the Skye by Dolce & Gabbana. I've tried it recently. I didn't like it as well. I saw it smelled a bit, but the bottle is very cute though. Very, very cute. But again, there's some people that are wearing it and really like it, as I can see, but don't know. What do we have? Fresh Couture Moschino. Oh yeah. Mémoire d'Honneur by Gucci. Oh, this Camomille Accord. I thought it was going to be very soothing, but I just didn't. I didn't find any strong personality. Joy by Dior. It's a good fragrance, but it's nothing really special. Idole by Lancôme. Aura by Mugler. I didn't try this one. Pink Sugar. Okay. Cool Water Davidoff. Oh no, guys, come on. This is the 90s. Like, who didn't wear this? Jesus. Black Orchid by Tom Ford. No way. What is Black Orchid doing here? Flower Bond by Victor & Rolf. That's a good fragrance. Come on. Le Mal. Oh but no, this is iconic. Come on, he's not supposed to be here. Wifey KKW. Ah, that I want to try, the Kim Kardashian one. Just, I don't really like her, but I want to see what she's doing. Aromatic Elixir by Clinique. Oh, it's very strong against what you understand, but I do have a bottle of that. I think it's nice. It's very powerful, but it's very elegant. Okay, okay. Cloud Ariana Grande with Baccarat Rouge. Oh, that's quite funny because they're the same. But again, that's very opulent fragrance, but you know what I think about them. But okay, okay. So there's a lot of Kim Kardashian after. Wow. Okay, we're gonna stop here because the video is pretty long. But this is the most hated perfume of 2019. I think some don't deserve to be there, definitely not. And I think it's very, like, remember, always keep that is very subjective. Like, objectively the fragrance are good, done by amazing perfumer, but it might be not for you. That's it. I mean, some are not that good, but anyway. But yeah, always think that if you like it, that's the most important. You need to treat yourself, and that's it. So yeah, and that was it for me today. Tell me what you think about those fragrances, and I will see you shortly. Bye. Saw you on the street.